Let's move
Absolutely
on
not.
to the AFC North. All right. First team up to bat, Baltimore Ravens, OBJ. How he looking? He look all right. I
I mean, he
mean,
looked like
he
OBJ.
look he
He
look like
looked like
OBJ.
OBJ.
Okay, all right.
This is the
But will he
best.
be OBJ when it matters the most is the real question.
Absolutely, because this is the most talented team
By
Lamar
far.
Jackson that
By
Lamar
far.
Jackson has ever had. He
In
already
his
got an
career.
MVP.
In his career.
So I'm expecting MVP level Lamar Jackson because he's
So
gonna have OBJ. He got Zay Flowers, the rookie. He got there's another running back or another
Mark
receiver.
Andrews.
Mark he got reliable Mark Andrew, Nelson Aguilar from Philly. You know what I'm saying? So he got two veteran receivers that he's never had. He still got Bateman. You know
I'm
what I'm
just
saying? So
saying if
they
as
got
long
four
as
receivers.
your QB1 and your wide receiver one are healthy, the Ravens can go all the way.
Yeah. So I will tell you there's a problem. There's Kenny's luckily on the road right now. He would tell you J.K. Dobbins would be the problem. They
Yeah,
running back because they
yeah,
can't stay healthy, which is
yeah.
gonna put more pressure on Lamar to run it.
True,
But
true,
he can throw it
true.
now.
With these additions, it does take some pressure off the running backs. Because you remember
Oh,
last year, all the running backs got hurt in preseason.
exactly. So
So
hopefully, I mean, if you could get, if I get a mediocre, a decent J.K. Dobbins, we good.
I
A
agree with that.
healthy.
I agree with that. Speaking of injuries, though, let's move on to Cincinnati. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
very bad timing of an injury for Joe Burrow. Now, according to reports, it's not as bad as it looked. It looked
Yeah.
bad. It looked
Oh, they
like
did.
Achilles.
The saving grace was it happened so early before preseason.
There's still a
Happened
chance.
in OT
There,
in training camp. That's when
there's
it
still
happened.
it helping OTA. There's still a chance.
Yeah,
There's still a
there's
chance.
well the report is they said he's fine. They say it'll be fine for game one, because it happened. It'd be 5 weeks, and it's
That
a
was
four to
scary
six
though.
week injury.
The
Oh,
way
it was scary. It looked bad. It looked like he was gonna be out.
it was a
It
no
looked like
contact
Achilles.
injury.
He
No
had to be
contact.
healthy. He wasn't able to walk. It looked like it
Usually
was
when you see
Achilles.
that, it's an Achilles. Typically when you
Yeah,
see
that's what I
something like
thought it
that.
was.
We all thought it was that. So send speedy recovery to Joe Burrow, man. The
Yeah.
AFC needs you, man. We need you to make that bounce back season. We need you back in the Super Bowl conversation. We need that back. Um, the Browns, the Cleveland Browns. I don't know if I have anything to say about the Browns, to be
They're
honest.
tricky. This is a tricky team.
They're in a very weird position.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you paying Deshaun Watson $50 million, and this is about playoffs. It's
You
really about
talking about
championship.
they still got Kareem Hunt and
No, they don't have Kareem no more.
who's the other one they got to
They got
not
Nick Chubb though.
Chubb. There we go.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't have Kareem Hunt.
Where he at now?
He ain't signed nowhere yet. He's still a free. He was talking about the Colts, the Vikings, the Dolphins. He ain't signed nowhere
I think they're waiting to see what happens with
with
uh
Taylor now.
Taylor. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because then I can see Kareem
I
going
would
to the
assume.
Colts
Yeah, I
if
would
that
assume
don't.
he's going to sign this week, maybe next week, so he could get some practice time because he is a good number two.
Learn
He's
the
a great number
playbook.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, with Deshaun Watson, what weapons does he have going into the season?
Amari Cooper. I mean, he's 1,000 yard receiver, but Deshaun was doing it in Houston after D Hop left and was still doing it.
Did Brandon Cook sign with anybody?
Brandon Cooks was traded to the Cowboys.
Cowboys?
Yeah, he was traded to the Cowboys.
We'll get to that later. Oh,
Yeah, right.
that for later.
Yeah.
Um,
They got who they pick up? Elijah Moore from the Jets. I mean,
Elijah
second,
Moore's
third year.
In Cleveland now.
Elijah Moore's in Cleveland. Yeah. So they tried to get us a little help. They ain't got no money because they gave it to Deshaun and Myles Garrett. Both of them get the top dollar, and Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb made 15.
Nick Chubb deserved it. He stayed healthy
Oh,
last year,
absolutely. I'm not saying Deshaun don't deserve it, but
but the
this
team
is
kind of got
playoff.
crippled. See what I failed what people fail to understand is in the NBA as well as NFL, they have this thing called a salary cap.
Mm-hmm.
When you sign your franchise player to anything above $200 million, you cripple the rest of the roster. You can't build around them because they took all the money.
Yeah.
Why do
Only
you think
yeah.
Green Bay fell apart all those years? Aaron took the money.
Oh, absolutely he
In
did.
NBA, the
Hey,
Portland Trailblazers, Dame took the money. When you take the money, the rest of the team can't get paid.
right.
I need to look at Tom Brady. That is the example of how to win championships. You take the cuts,
Hey, Aaron
you get
Rodgers
the
did
money.
that this year.
He did it this year, finally, because he
He took a
finally
$30 million pay cut. That's a
stopped
lot.
being he stopped being greedy.
30 million is a lot.
Well, he already got his money. The State Farm gave him the rest of his contract.
I
He
would have
good
told
there.
him take the
He
10,
good.
30. It was
But the
able to
thing,
give him Dalvin Cook and Lazard, actually.
that's what I'm saying. He did that to get his guys over there. That was smart. He got
Yeah.
Cobb, Lazard. He got everybody paid. That's cool. And James did it. James did it in Philly. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just I hate hearing quarterbacks take all the money. I know they're the highest priority to get paid by
Yeah.
far.
You see, the crazy part is Cleveland didn't have a choice, though.
In order to get them,
I mean, Deshaun Watson is the most talented quarterback that the Cleveland Browns has ever had
wow,
in 60 years.
wow.
Because they technically never won a Super Bowl. They won NFL championships
Oh yeah,
with Jim before it was called the Super Bowl.
They won outside the Super Bowl era. I got
Yeah,
you.
they won with Jim Brown in the 50s and early 60s.
I got you.
It wasn't technically the NFL because they merged the other one with it.
AFL and the NFL.
Yeah, they merged them together in the
Yeah,
60s.
got you.
Yeah,
Nice little history lesson today for Cleveland.
right. Yeah, just a little something.
Um, then we'll move on to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't like that face.
Mm. Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin.
That's all I really got.
What do we say on
TJ
Mike
Watt.
Tomlin every year? It don't matter who played for him. He has a winning record every year.
And you know what? He's gonna get one this year. I don't know if it's enough for the playoffs though. He's gonna go 9-8, 8-1, or something like
He'll get a
that.
winning record. That's it.
Yeah, he's gonna get the winning record. He's gonna be 8-1, something like
Is he
that.
the most
9-8.
winningest coach in Steelers franchise history?
Uh, no,
No.
he hasn't called. Who's that? Chuck Noll.
He knocking on the door, ain't he?
Yeah, he's knocking on the door. He just passed the old coach.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of his name. He's on CBS, but he just passed him like last year. But Chuck Noll was there 20 plus years.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, Tomlin's been there though 15.
Okay.
This is 15th year, so he will catch him.
Okay. I don't have much to say about the Steelers. I think they're gonna have a decent season, I guess.
I think because of Mike Tomlin.
I think it'll be between Belichick and Tomlin determines which team will be better this year. They'll be fighting for the bottom of the division, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless something catastrophic happens and they find a way into the playoffs. I don't see
This
it.
is the toughest division probably because they always fight each other.
Yeah, I agree. The Ravens and Bengals are gonna definitely do what they do.
I mean, I would put Ravens and Bengals in the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns or Steelers make it though.
I mean, they could with the quarterback talent they got, but I just don't see the like
I
his
don't think
receiving.
Pittsburgh's going to make it. I don't really like Kenny Pickett. I don't know if he's there yet. I think Deshaun is still a top 10 quarterback, in my opinion.
We're not gonna argue that. I think
At least the top 12.
I think the talent's still there.
Yeah, exactly. So I think if you're talented enough, you could get it. Now his head coach might be the problem.
Who's his coach?
And all the other head coaches in the division. I like Stefanski.
Yeah.
Compared to Tomlin, Harbaugh, and
you like Stefanski for what he did for Minnesota.
And Zach.
Yeah.
He's the weakest of the four.